federal government was set up to do, it was to protect our rights, not to chip away at anything. There are more of us than there are of them. We need to be the ones bold, courageous, loud, louder than they are. They're after what it is that we represent. What I hope it is that we represent, because I want to represent it, is truth. This track record should have allowed all of us to anticipate nothing but negative, nothing but bad, nothing but tragedy would happen under this man's watch. Divided we fall, and united is where we need to be in order to stand. The status quo is gonna go because the American people are taking our country back.
I'm a true champion.
Wow. Hey, everybody. Good morning.
Hey, Charlie.
Governor, great to see you.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. Oh, all this good energy. Right on.
So we love having you at our events, and there's a lot happening in the country right now. So I just where do you think the conservative movement is? And isn't it inspiring to see this many young people from all across?
You guys have no idea how inspiring it is, and for old folks like me, to realize that you all are you're in the arena. You all paying attention to what's going on, but even more than that, you being engaged and proposing your own solutions, how we can take this back, and this helps people like me to stay really enthused about what's going on in the conservative movement.
So, Governor, this year there's been kind of the rise of the activist mom going to school boards across the country. Talk about the mama bears that are rising up and taking back America. Yeah, the mama bears. So, that was me like 30 years ago, before mama bears were cool. I was a mama bear. I, too, years ago, had recognized in my own town that, in my case, in my town, there were a lot of private property rights that were being infringed upon. So I ran for office and served on city council, then was elected mayor and city manager, and then I moved on up from there, realizing how important it is for moms and everybody else to be engaged in the local level. The most responsive and responsible level of government is that local level. And, that's where all the change really starts. That's where the change has to happen in our nation, again, in order for us to get this back. So, yeah, moms who will, like the mama grizzly, like what we have up there in Alaska all over the place, a mama's going to just rear up on those hind legs and protect her cubs. She's going to protect that next generation, doing anything that she can do to make sure that, that next generation is safe and secure and free. And so I think we have some students from Alaska. I asked last night, we have someone from Alaska here. They're right there. So you got a couple people. Yeah. Wow. That's a long flight. So Governor, but yet we've seen the Department of Justice and Merrick Garland now try and criminalize parents that are showing up to school boards across the country, calling them potential domestic terrorists. Why is the federal government doing that?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's like, bring it on. To me, that it's motivating. When someone like Merrick is yakking like that, that you're doing something right. So, let them do that. Let them do that. And let that be empowerment and fuel for you all when we are criticized and condemned and mocked, even for our activism. I use that as fuel. It just motivates me to get out there, even more aggressively. Again, that you're doing something right when you're ticking those people off.
Well, and what's been so inspiring is how more parents started to show up to these school board meetings. And we can't forget the dads who also showed up to these school board meetings as well. But we all know it really was the moms that was leading the movement in a variety of different ways. So, Governor, a lot of people say, I want to get involved, but I'm afraid